Alright. It's been a, hot second since we've played an Assassin's Creed. You just get a bunch of windows and tabs up.
Hey there.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good. It's time to play probably still my favorite Assassin's Creed. That's a good time.
Yeah, probably. Hopefully it still holds up and doesn't just completely collapse for you this time around. It'll probably be fine.
It'll probably be fine.
I can't wait for it to have a bunch of stuff in it you didn't remember that you secretly hate. I want a compilation like that Devil May Cry 3 compilation of just you going like, okay, this part sucks, but everything else is great. So it'll probably be fine.
This menu screen's frame rate is dying.
Oh good, it's doing the same thing for you that it was doing... When I tried to play this game the first time, the menu screen died horribly, and then the game just fell the fuck apart on the intro mission.
Oh boy.
I actually told you about that.
Yeah, you
like,
did.
The whole thing collapsed.
What did you say the fix was? Just restarting it, or...?
Yeah, I think I just had to reset the PS4, but, like, it fell the fuck apart really hard, really quickly. Like, I want to say it had completely crashed by the time... Funny enough, by the time the train crashes.
Hey.
Spoilers, a train will crash. The real mystery is whether it happens before or after the game does. Yeah, this is very similar to what happened when I tried to play it the first time. Because I remember seeing this and becoming very concerned about the health of my PS4. Like, wondering if I should open it up and take the disc back out or something.
Okay, it's back to... That's the frame rate that I expect.
Its frame rate is downright passable.
It's a solid 30.
Nice. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Your eye can't see faster than that anyways.
The past is your playground.
Past is your playground.
Abstergo.
It's a good slogan. How many people do you think use the Animus just to go back to high school and punch people in the face?
Oh, that'd be that, you know...
And doesn't that make it the best piece of human technology ever invented? Think about it. Aren't the Templars doing you a huge favor all the time? Isn't Abstergo the best?
I don't know about that.
Whatever, they're great.
Also, hey, here's this lady who I think was introduced in the comics and never shows up again.
Oh, right. I remember her vaguely. I remember her explicitly from the brief bit of this game that I played, and that's all.
I don't think she should... she is just
She probably dies.
I don't think she dies.
Probably dies in the comics.
Well, maybe. Ask me anything about the Assassin's Creed comics.
How bad are they, scale of 1 to 10?
I have no idea. Also,
Her name is Bishop?
yes.
Oh,
Also,
hold on, let's find out, TFP.
Sean looking very Michael Rushton in his white leisure coat.
So I was actually trying to hold off on it, but I was gonna say, how down are we for an Assassin's Creed game where Rushton is the assassin and Diamonds is the leader of the Templars?
Oh, that'd be really good.
Yeah, it would.
I would play this. I'd play that game.
Diamonds would so be a Templar.
Oh, yeah.
He is, essentially, actually.
Yeah.
Kind of already. It's fucking Carl Edward Diamonds with the Shroud of Turin over here.
I don't like it when those two go off book like this. Well, all we can do is take a deep breath and move forward. You'll be searching for the Peace of Eden through the lives of Jacob and Evie Fry, twin assassins who operated in Victorian London. Your first set of genetic memories are downloaded. Good luck.
Brother George, it is as I feared.
Here's
In
the
credits of Assassin's Creed Unity, Bishop is referred to as the Enabler.
I did not know she was in Unity.
Apparently she was.
So few my options.
I guess she's technically like the voice that...
London needs you.
Yeah,
I
okay.
would say it is too great of a task. Or that
Apparently Rebecca is the only one who knows her actual backstory.
Yes,
She's been sworn to secrecy.
this is true.
Apparently, yeah, she just disappears after this game.
Great.
I don't even think she's in the comics.
Wow.
Like, it doesn't even really mention anything outside of this, yeah. Appearances: Assassin's Creed Unity, Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
And
That's
he
it.
intends to rule
She's
the
only been in
world.
those 2 games.
There is no aspect of
That's
society
bizarre.
he does not
That's really weird. I would have assumed that she was a
As
comic
much as
book.
the comics love to just drag everybody out, and as weirdly as she just kind of appears out of nowhere.
politicians who hold
Also, man, look at all these evil Victorian mustaches.
They're so good.
street gang known
They're really
as the
good.
Blighters strikes terror
Look at that evil Victorian lady with
Look
a
at this crazy
bowler hat.
this crazy evil Victorian city in general.
person unexploited
It's just
Everything about it is hyper evil.
it's just London.
enemy.
Everything about it is hyper evil.
Focus of them all.
It's just London.
Yeah.
And so, as you look inward, and dare I say it, up
There was the Queen. Queen's a nice lady.
Starrick's
Is she?
ambition is fixed on
Eh,
What do you know about the Queen?
continents as yet unconquered. Though not
something,
thought.
something imperialism, something colonialism.
I don't know. All those shots of the Queen just like grinning while everyone around her looks on in horror
towards London.
makes me think that there's something wrong with the Queen.
World.
I don't trust that lady. Granted, not the same Queen, but you know, still.
Yeah.
I saw a video while I was searching for random conspiracy stuff online claiming that the Queen of England is secretly a part of George Bush's bloodline. That was pretty good.
Oh, I can't. I don't know if we can talk about.
What? Why not?
I don't know.
Well, alright, then find another topic.
All right, here we
Or else I'm
go.
gonna start talking about reptilians over here.
Look at all these sick Victorian assassin outfits. They look super cool.
Croydon.
Yep.
I don't know why Croydon is like the most English word in existence, but it feels like it to me.
What a question. All right. My mistake. Ladies and gentlemen, the unstoppable Fry twins. See them
I was about to say, isn't that a Kenny Omega move? But that's Kreutz Wrath is the name of.
George, honestly, I've studied the plans of the laboratory and have every route covered.
And I've got all I need right here. Alex, take
Got all I need right here. Points to Dick.
The train to catch.
Jacob! Evie! May the creed guide you, you vagrant!
Poor man, more afraid than ever. Years have not been kind.
Evie Fry, where do you get it from?
I like that their trainer is just like a complete schlub.
Yeah.
He's just like a depressed assassin trying to follow the rules, which is kind of what the assassins are all against. Sometimes. But except when they're not.
Yeah, you know.
They're,
Very-
they're a very unpredictable bunch.
Very consistent, those assassins.
Yep.
Anyway, child labor. Starting this game off with the happy
Yeah.
child laborers.
Whatever, it's great. One kid gets stuck in the gears, you send another one to clean them out.
Yeah.
That kid has created 2 jobs. One to clean out the gears, one to replace him in his old job. Crush one child, 2 take his place.
Man, like I want to joke here, but like, let's say maybe the economics class I had to take in high school was like, yeah, no, child labor was great because of that exact reason, and I had to sit there and be like, what?
See, I got lucky. Our economics teacher was fully on the other end of the scale, which is bizarre because my school was like a weird... It's a school in Texas, you know how it is.
Yeah.
But the economics and history teacher was full on the other end of like, dude who will sit in class, very clearly having just gotten super high beforehand, and talk to you about the Kennedy assassination and how the official story is some bullshit. He was great. He drove a fucking van that he had one of his classes paint up all hippie style. Had like a fucking like giant tie-dye painting on the wall of the Statue of Liberty.
Great.
He was great.
That
He was
sounds
the best.
amazing.
But it's like just operating in this school that was otherwise exactly what you'd expect from a Texas public school. So it's like, man, where did he come from and how has he not been like ousted yet?
Tenure is a hell of a drug.
At one
Anyway,
point, he came in just all beat up with like his face all scratched to hell. He was like, "Yeah, I was riding around mowing my lawn and just ran into a tree. Don't know how that happened."
I shouldn't have been taking a drink at that moment.
That guy was great. We actually watched that fucking Kennedy movie with what's his face in it. God, I can't remember his name. God damn it! Why can't I remember his name? Like Tommy Lee Jones was in it. A bunch of people were in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that movie about the Kennedy assassination and how the official story was some bullshit.
Anyway, combat. I like it in this game because it's fucking fast.
It's good. I liked it a lot more once I realized how you do the like multi-assassination things.
Yes.
Or like the multi-cinematic kill things. Oh, just put multiple people in near death and then finish off one guy. I'm glad that Odyssey at least learned some lessons and let you wear your sick, like, pit fighting outfit wherever, unlike this game. Because I'm still bummed that this game doesn't let you wear your sick, like, Fight Club outfits. This is like, yeah, I'm just gonna beat you with, like, my hands all wrapped up in bloody bandages. Because fuck you. I know there's no place to put the Hidden Blade. I don't care. I'm just going to punch you to death. But on the other hand, well, nah, I'm not even gonna mention that. Odyssey doesn't let you wear a certain outfit they really should.
Yes. We'll get there.
We'll get there, but
We're surprisingly close at
yeah,
this moment.
only 2 games away.
Yeah.
This one and Origins. Which, to be fair, I hear Origins is pretty long, so...
Yeah. Well, we're gonna New Game Plus it, so it'll hopefully be a little shorter.
Alright. I'm not sure if you can New Game Plus Odyssey.
I don't know if you can yet. They patched in New Game Plus to
Oh, okay.
Origins, so maybe they will
might.
maybe they will patch it into Odyssey. Also,
I
like,
you came out of that tutorial stabbing a guy.
yeah, I've maybe played this opening somewhat recently, so I kind of know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. We'll get back
and-
to the usual gameplay.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
about
no.
shortly.
But the other thing that I was going to say is that, like, we've kind of been glossing over a whole lot of mechanical things.
Oh yeah, sorry. Other important things came up.
Yeah.
How rad Michael Rushton and Carl Edward Diamonds are.
Yes. So, for example, I'm just going to run up on these guys, because who cares? Combat. They added in that detection meter that I'm fairly certain was not in Unity, which is very useful. It gives you a decent look of where people are, punch people's hats off. And then also, speaking of hats, you know... Do, 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 do.
Luckily, you are immune to getting your hat knocked off, because you don't wear your hat in your stealth mode thing.
It's true.
But also, I'm pretty sure even when you're not in stealth mode, your hat cannot be knocked off.
I'm fairly certain that is the case.
I'm pretty sure you wear your hat even when you die, so... It's
That-
on there.
That hat is a part of your character model.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's gonna tutorialize throwing knives here. Throwing
Hat wired in place.
knives very useful.
They are crazy good. They seem, in fact, way better than the gun.
Yes, because guess what throwing knives don't do?
Make sound.
They don't make sound.
There is no fucking explosion of noise when you throw a knife. It took me a little while to get used to that lock-on, or aiming mechanic. Because it kind of snaps to the person and then you aim in the person.
Yes.
It threw me off for a bit, but I got the hang of it eventually. Also, I've got to run and collect the stuff that I'm cooking. Make sure it doesn't burn horribly on the stove, so I'll be right back.
Alright, I'm just gonna punch some dudes. Anyway, now that Make Mad's not here and I can talk about things. Yeah, so I guess one of the weird retrospects, having played Unity somewhat recently, is that a lot of the things that I thought were introduced in this game were actually introduced in Unity. The difference being they're actually really good here, and like effort was made to make them fun and not just a miserable experience all around. Like the up and down free run buttons, ducking to kind of initiate a stealth. What does this say? Mechanical failure, maker. Short time working. Pardon me. For some reason I could have sworn you could have gone that way, but I stand corrected.
Mr. Ferris, sir. The lad in the factory should be taken to be bandaged by the apothecary.
Probably take care of your kid workers.
Dock his wages.
Yes, sir.
Harsh.
Shall we arrive at a final price, Mr. Ferris?
Anyway, time to go assassinate that guy, because he seems like a dick. Whoop. To be honest, I was not expecting to go all the way up here, but, you know, it works. Pardon me, sir. Oh, I didn't stealth him. Unfortunate. Don't mind me, kids. Many different entry points. Sup, dog? Time to chat in the frozen time.
It is done. Oh? What did you accomplish, boy? A bolt loosened in Starrick's machine. A large bolt. But not enough. Your Grandmaster will fall. You assassins can circle London to your heart's content. The mechanism we have built has been going strong for 100 years, and will run 1,000 more. It is the very city.
Oh no,
itself
London's a Templar.
take London from your hands. You Croydon. You lurk in the shadows like a coward. I doubt it.
Anyway, Assassin's Creed 1 callbacks. Just had that dry cleaned. Wait, wrong game! Oh god. Oh, I'm on a train. Oh. I thought that guy jumped and just fell.
I'm gonna take another one of these shiny blue pills that keep me from dying.
Those are nice, I find.
Yeah. And they only cost like $30. That was nice. Kind of thought these were gonna cost way more. Granted, the doctor visit was $350, so that was unpleasant. But aside from that, American healthcare system.
Oh,
Working
yeah.
as you'd expect. $350 rather, for a doctor who walked in the room, took a look, and said, "Oh, I know what that is," and then handed me a prescription.
Doing very
Like
bad
literally
at
never
here.
never even laid hands on or anything. $350.
Maybe one of those cinematic kills, but with the weird screen effect for me having low health.
Yeah, I mentioned it before. I think they go a little bit insane with some of the screen effects in Odyssey.
Yeah.
The Spartan Rage one in particular is like a just harsh, burnt orange overlay on everything that kind of makes it look ugly.
I'm a really big fan of the part where, like in past games, where they would subtitle people speaking their native language, and then in this game they have the, like, parentheses translations for, like, British slang.
I mean, it's basically a foreign language. Weird fucking Brits and their weird words. Using them how they were never intended to be used. How dare they?
Like calling someone's nerve a bottle. Anyway, stealth.
Yeah.
We seem to have made an
See, this is also why it's my favorite Assassin's Creed game, because they clearly understand stealth, much like I understand stealth.
Well, I was gonna say, I believe one of my favorite comments regarding Assassin's Creed was something I found on something not involving Assassin's Creed, which is the secret mission song from Gallivant.
Yes.
Where someone just commented, like, "This is me every time I play Assassin's Creed," and I was like, accurate. These people understand how I play those games. And I'm glad that the games have kind of gotten more away from stealth as they went on in a weird way.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how Origins handled it, but Odyssey was just full on, like, nah, fuck it, kill people, whatever.
Origins is much the same way.
I don't remember a single mission in Odyssey with it where I actually could not be spotted. There were missions where they told me I shouldn't be spotted, but none that I know of that would have actually failed had I been spotted.
Now it's time to be the cool character. Yay!
Oh, whatever, he's cool.
You're right. Time to be the cooler character.
He's not as cool as her, and I think that makes me like it more.
Well, because he's, like... I like the juxtaposition of her being this kind of competent person, and he's
she's
like...
super collected and put together and just has all her shit down.
And he's like, I want to start a street gang.
He acts as though he is cool and collected and has all his shit down, but is clearly winging his way through everything that happens.
Which, admittedly,
I kind of like that.
This is spoilers for way down the line. But there is one side, like, because the way the side missions work is you get to pick.
Yeah.
It's why there is one side mission that I did as Evie the first time I played this game, but I feel like it makes 0 sense if you play that side mission as Evie. So we're gonna play it as Jacob this time.
Makes sense.
Because it makes
I really like
moderately more sense, but still no sense.
I like both the main characters in this one.
Yeah, like I like I like pretty much all of the characters in this one.
I will say I do think Cassandra is probably my favorite assassin by a mile, and she's not even an assassin. Like, literally, I just now realized that there's no hidden blade in that entire game.
You were correct. Well,
he's been in the DLC.
And they also
upcoming thing, but
they also reference it in like the Assassin Bracers armor text, where it's like you.
Oh, it's like, oh, this seems like there's a space to put something here.
Yeah.
There's also that weird pilgrim armor set, which I think has no purpose except to look like an Assassin's Creed outfit, because it's like white and red all over. I have no idea where I got it even. I just got like 2 pieces of it.
Yard. God,
But everything about it just looks like, hey, remember Ezio?
Yeah.
This is where the piece of
Which I
Eden
do.
is located.
He was cool.
Yeah.
Just not as cool as Cassandra.
Yeah.
No loose ends. Now, did a couple of locomotive and create a diversion.
Evie and Jacob are rad, though.
They are. Also, just like the complete difference in the opening of both of their introduction missions.
I mean,
of,
different, yes, but... Well, we'll get there.
I mean, yeah, we'll get there, but just like Jacob just
In terms
running
of
out.
exploding
and-
train
Yeah, you know.
to her sneaking very quietly around the train. Her opening segment did take me a lot longer than his, obviously.
Yeah.
His is much simpler. Hers is introducing the actual like infiltration aspects. She has a much harder job.
Yes.
I'm on my way, Sir David.
Alright, time to go check on this for stuff I'm cooking again. Be right back.
Alright, I'm gonna stealth. I could quick throw, but why?
Hello, boys.
Me. Pardon me. I should probably loot them. There's also a chest. Oh, damn it. Backmore, not worth it. What's up, hobos? That's fine. Got it later. Oop.
Random side note I just thought of, but Hatham was rad, Connor sucked, and I'm really upset they wasted the concept of a Templar assassin buddy cop duo on those two.
I mean...
Oh, I see you've inspired some anger in the IRC over here. Rob's gonna pull a heel turn any minute now.
Rob's gonna turn into Shinsuke Nakamura. Shins. I don't know how to turn that into.
Busy while I head into your lab.
God damn it. No, trying to combine Shinsuke with... no, it's
Yeah,
bad.
no.
It doesn't mix. I kind of wish Rob was in here right now, though, because I was going to ask about, have you seen on Netflix, they've been advertising a thing they put out recently?
Oh yeah, the Ballad of Buster Scruggs that I saw that you had watched.
Yes! It's
My
really good.
My brother was recommending it.
I really like that. I didn't know what to make of it at first, and then I realized it was by the Coen brothers, and was like, alright, I gotta see what the fuck this is about. Because it looked weird, and I knew it was an anthology already, but it's fucking good.
Anyway, Evie's mission has way more people in it, being stealth-like, that you gotta
Way more
sneak
people,
around.
Way more of an area.
Yeah.
Cool gang ladies.
Oh, don't notice me. He noticed me.
Aw, you were bad at the stealth.
Shh. I assassinated him, it's fine.
But yeah, this dude in the Ballad of Buster Scruggs, I don't know the actor's name, but he is the third man in the team up in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Mm-hmm.
He's not George Clooney, and he's not the dude what gets turned into a toad. He's the other guy. Remember the third guy?
Vaguely.
Okay, well, he's Buster Scruggs, and I've seen him described this way before, and it is still incredibly accurate. Imagine live-action human Bugs Bunny as an Old West gunslinger. It's fucking amazing.
Also, hey, it wouldn't be an Assassin's Creed game unless you climbed something really tall and then looked around.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Also, hey, it's Make Me
How else are you
Mad.
supposed to synchronize?
Hey, it's Make Me Mad's favorite character in this game.
I mean, probably. I never played enough of it to actually meet her in the game. I got like halfway through it probably and was just like, I'm kind of done. Especially because I knew Odyssey was coming out later.
You didn't want to
and I
Assassin's
didn't
Creed
wanna-
yourself out.
Yeah. I didn't want to play a ton of Assassin's Creed before I bought the Assassin's Creed that I was going to play a ton of. I mean, there was always the chance that I got Odyssey and then it sucked and then I never played it anymore, but it turned out to be really good, so...
But also, look at that lady. Look at that
Why
lady.
is this guy complaining about Miss Thorne riding him like a racehorse?
Explicitly designed to appeal to Make Me Mad in the same way
I
that,
mean,
like,
not
Carmilla in Castlevania was explicitly designed to appeal to Make Me Mad.
I mean, there are some changes I would make if I had a choice, I'm just saying. But, like, the bun is not a good look on everybody, it's not a good look on her. Bob cut is way better than bun. Or, like, pixie cut. Like, Eevee's bun is fine. Eevee has the whole, like, weird braid around the side thing going on.
Oops. Also, this is the first game I feel like that offers more rewards than none at all for, like, doing the special,
Like, performing the bonus tasks.
yeah. So we're gonna try to do more of them in this game than we have in the past, but
Because in the past, it was mostly just for, like, hey, do you want to play as Desmond?
no.
The answer to that is nah. Which is funny because they stopped, like, putting those kind of rewards in the games around the time they got protagonists you might actually want to play as.
Kinda.
Because, like, there's no option like that in Origins or Odyssey.
I would play as the future lady in, well, I probably wouldn't replace Cassandra, but I mean, I would not replace Cassandra.
Well, I mean, no, because she's rad.
Yeah.
But it'd be a nice option.
Yeah.
Did you do the really dumb side quest in the Cursed Lands of Odysseus, or of Oedipus, by the way?
I don't remember.
It
Maybe.
involves a blacksmith and collecting a bunch of flowers and
Yes.
a prophecy.
Yes.
Okay. That was pretty good. I was a big fan of the way that ended.
Yes.
I feel like their sense of humor got way better as they went on.
Yeah. Like, at some point, I feel like at some point they just realized, like, wait a second, we've been going for, like, so long with, like, deadly seriousness. What if we had just a little bit of fun with it? Just a little bit, though.
Yeah, not too much fun. They don't want to do anything ridiculous.
I can't wait for the next game to be the Saints Row the Third of Assassin's Creed.
Man, I'd be so down for that. Also, look at that dumb picture. Look at that guy.
He's so happy
He is.
for being a misanthrope.
He hates that nickname. He doesn't know why people would call him that. He loves his fellow man. That movie is really good, and also just hilariously dark.
I may watch it tonight.
I would recommend it. I really, really liked it.
Nearly there.
And if you do watch it, I would like to hear your opinions, because also there's just a ton of fucking cameos in that are just fucking all on point. Liam Neeson plays a dude, and I'm not even gonna comment on the dude he plays, because shit. There is... fucking Clancy Brown makes an appearance.
Wow.
As a dude in a bar named Surly Joe. Fucking love it. It's so good. There's just like a ton of fucking cameos in that, or just people in that movie that I did not expect to see in that movie.
Also, I was gonna try and do like the hanging barrels thing, but I think see this is my other part where these
You may have already messed it up.
I may have already messed it up with that first one only catching one person.
I feel like there are 3 or 4 barrel things in the area to get hit with.
There are, but I'm also just kind of like,
Ah, fuck it. Let's play time.
yeah.
Like, you just get more money and stuff, generally.
You
right?
get
At least now.
You get more money and more experience, I believe.
Yeah. You
there's
get more money, more experience. Later on, there will be things where it's like you get more affection with people or whatever.
There's that, and there's also, I believe, later on you get certain like this.
Blueprints or-
Yeah, you get blueprints and armor pieces, and those are useful.
Yeah. I had a big problem in this game getting all the materials and stuff I needed to make things. I always seemed to have, like, none. But it got way easier after I unlocked the, like,
Yes.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Which also doesn't help that I played this game for a very long time before unlocking those.
Yeah.
Because I was in my mindset of, oh, I'm going to complete all this stuff around the map before I go do any of the story mission things.
What do you know?
And did not realize that I was going to unlock more mission types that would then help me upgrade my stuff.
Untie me, and then we can parley, my lady.
I'm pressed for time. Tell
Very
me.
unfortunate. Also, I like this guy.
It's underground.
Random Carnival Man. What's his name again?
I don't remember.
Thank you.
Now, untie me?
You got yourself in. I trust you can get yourself out again.
Not to worry, my lady. Can still recall a couple of tricks from me carnival days.
Charming.
Evie is so done with that guy.
Evie's cool.
Evie's very cool. Where'd he go? Magic.
Magic. Fucking Victorian Dan Reichert over here.
Magic. Man, that's such a good video.
Yeah, it is. Did you ever learn any stage magic?
I had a phase of trying to do it, but
I feel like it would be weirder if you didn't.
yeah.
Knowing you.
My uncle is actually a somewhat not famous, but like you know,
Yeah.
he sells magic tricks online and is somewhat successful, I think.
Totally not a cover for various heist tactics.
Oh yeah, no. Like the best I could ever do is I could do some decent like card tricks, which admittedly came about, which also timely reference. Rest in peace, Ricky Jay.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Because there was a documentary on Netflix about Ricky Jay called like Deceptive Practices, I think.
Huh.
And that was a good documentary and had some fun card trick things in it. Hi, mate.
I'm just looking through this cast list of Buster Scruggs to see people I missed, by the way.
I imagine there's more than quite a few.
Oh yeah. Well, I noticed him, but I forgot about him. James Franco is in there as a prospective bank robber.
Okay. Does he want you to look at all of his shit?
No, he's actually doesn't say much. Stephen Root in there as a bank teller. I don't know if you know who that is.
Probably, but I don't know the name.
He was in Office Space.
Oh, yeah, then never
Dude,
mind.
what wanted the stapler? He's in other stuff, but that's the one everyone remembers him from.
I've never seen Office Space.
It's okay. Well, it's been forever since I've seen it. It was okay when I saw it, but my standards were lower back then. He's in the Fargo TV series, which makes sense. That is also a Coen Brothers thing.
That's another thing that I've been like, I should watch that.
I heard
Fargo.
it was good.
Yeah. All right, I got 2 dudes with the barrels.
I like this one guy who's in here with the names of the characters are also pretty good, considering how many side characters there are you don't see or like you don't like hear from, so you don't know their names. There's a dude just in here as Chicken Impresario. There are a lot of people in here as Cantina Scum.
That's a good name. I need like a. Oh wait, I can do that and get 4, and then if they run away, I can get 5. I think I timed that wrong. Crap. Oh well. That may have been the moment where I've messed up the bonus objective.
Oh, Brendan Gleeson is in there. You may remember from In Bruges.
It's a good movie that I watched for the first time somewhat recently. Also in the Harry Potters. Oh boy.
Yeah, no, I was way into that. I mean, it's a short story collection, so automatically I was into it, but...
Look at this dope logo for the weird Evil Street Gang.
What is the Evil Street Gang called again? 'Cause I know yours is the Rooks.
The Blighters.
Right. That's a terrible name.
The Rooks is so much cooler.
That logo looks like it came out of Blood Rain. The Rooks is a cool name for a gang, though.
Yes. Oh. Okay. I was about to say, oh no, the camera is going to get in the way of this awesome thing, but the camera spun around at the last minute, so... I like how the Fry twins open chests of just kicking them. I also remember having, like, when I recently played this, I remember having trouble... Oh, there it is, never mind. I stand corrected. I was like, I remember having trouble finding this stupid secret entrance. And as I'm in the middle of saying that, I find it. Also, I'm just going to throw this out there. Cane swords are really cool.
They're really cool. They're an underutilized weapon. The only problem is I feel like they don't do a lot of damage in this game.
They don't, but they do
You
a
kind
lot.
of have to wail on guys for a long time.
But they are very fast, and I believe their gimmick is that they do a lot of stun.
What does that do for you, though?
It means like
You still have to wail on them to kill them. Does it just
Yeah.
take them out of action temporarily so you can change targets?
yes.
Okay. Because, yeah, unlike you, I wasn't a massive fan of the combat in this one. It felt very mashy. I felt very out of control for a lot of the combat. Like, I was hitting the attack button, and I didn't really know what I was going to do when I hit the attack button. Like, Odyssey, you have a very defined moveset. This, I feel like everything is slightly more contextual. And that might just be me not picking up on the way the animations play out in this one compared to Odyssey.
Maybe. I don't know.
Because in this one, every attack on an enemy is very animated. There's a lot of, like, you dodging a hit and getting a hit in, and that's technically part of your attack, but they're attacking in the middle of it, but it's not a real attack by them, it's just part of the animation.
Yeah.
It all plays out in a way that is harder for me to understand what I am going to get when I hit the button, which makes it hard for me to get into the combat very well.
Also, again, I really just want to point out Evie got the good end of the skills because her ultimate skill is I turn invisible.
It's pretty good.
Whereas Jacob just gets counter headshots.
Drax it up.
Basically.
She can hold so still she becomes invisible to the human eye.
It's apparently like a thing, because I think Sandra can do that too with one of her
She can.
endgame skills. But it like drains your adrenaline, which is really weird.
Yeah.
I didn't buy it because I saw it drains
didn't.
adrenaline and was like,
I didn't, but I also liked it because I started playing again after they did the thing that, like, bumps the available levels up. And maybe it happens anyways, because you can get skill points from the tunes and whatnot, and I've done a bunch of those.
Yeah.
But when I checked my club rewards thing, it explicitly said that I had, like, 120-something% of the skills unlocked.
Nice.
Because I was over the maximum level, so I'm assuming that's what it was referring to.
Oops.
Is that I had gotten more skills than they had technically counted on before bumping the level limit up. Which I'm glad they bumped that level limit up, considering I was max level very early before the end of that game.
I don't think I hit max level yet. I think I'm still level
Kind
40.
of surprising.
I think I'm still level 49.
I found it difficult not to hit maximum level in that game.
I might have been.
As
I
evidenced
don't.
by the fact that I hit it way earlier than the end of the game.
Well, like
I hit.
oh, for the record, what I like about this one is I think the combat's really good. I love both Jacob and Evie Fry, and I like the setting a lot.
Victorian London is a hard setting.
Person in the chat. Oops. Just dove in the water like a cool guy.
Also, it looks really good.
Yeah.
Like the light coming through that window looks nice. This is a good-looking game, as you'd expect from a later Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. I feel like saying something is good looking these days is really not.
I mean, yeah, everything looks good these days, generally.
Yeah. Like it
I mean, we
is.
say that, but then again, The Quiet Man did happen.
Yeah.
Well, these days, when I say something is good-looking, I usually mean it is particularly good-looking.
Piece of Eden.
Yeah.
And I would say this game is particularly good-looking. It stands out.
Anyway, time to go stab that weird scientist man.
Go murder Brewster
Yep.
in his fucking mad scientist lab over here. Look at this
Yes.
fucking place.
Look at this thing. It's so
Okay, so-
cool.
Here's where I fucked everything up. Was I didn't notice the like side objective thing, which I believe here is like air assassinate this guy.
Yes.
So I just was like across the room and just threw a throwing knife at his head, and was like, bam, dead. And then the cutscene started me out right next to his body.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, that's not how that happened.
Hey, you know. Yes, this is also because after this you get Origins and you get Odyssey, which are the Witcher likes.
They are both very much into the leveling up thing. Like, those games are very level based. Odyssey especially. I don't know about Origins. I didn't play it, but
Or
if the level scaling in Origins anything like it is in Odyssey, where it's like 2 levels higher than you means they're going to fucking kill you.
yes, but also like there is no level scaling. If like if you're high enough level,
areas don't scale.
yeah, the areas don't scale up to you.
I meant more like stat scaling with levels. As in,
Yeah,
like,
no.
enemies who are 2 levels higher will fucking murder you.
Yes, that
The
is.
start of Odyssey is rough whenever it's like, oh, level 5 wolf.
Hey, what's up?
I can probably take him, and then it just 2-shots you. It's like, fucking wow. It's a strong wolf.
It is time to lay down your head, Sir David Brewster.
But I have so much more to discover.
Do not be afraid.
Also, I do kind of like the in this one, like they're very clearly dead, and they're just talking to the corpse, and they're like,
Stop, Sally.
I don't know.
Miss Thorne has already found another piece of
I like this representation of the frozen time more
I
than
will take that one too.
the ones before it.
we fight.
Yeah, but you still have their ghost there talking to you.
Yeah, but it's not like they're not lying on the ground dying. That's weird. Well, like they are lying on the ground dying, but the thing that's talking to you is not lying on the ground dying.
I do like replacing the weird feather thing with a handkerchief.
Yeah. It's just dry cleaned. Making Quiet Man jokes still over here.
That no one will get.
Don't play the Quiet Man. I am trying to keep moving forward. Thank you. Ow.
Keep going. That was far too close.
Stealth.
I must find a way
You're
out.
super good at it.
I'm very good at the stealth. We looked this up at some point about the frozen time and how it's apparently like in the early days this was a conversation that happened between these people, but the
The
Animus
Animus is putting this room together to make this conversation happen. Because it knows this happened at some point, it just doesn't know where or when or really what the circumstances were.
yeah.
So it's like an info dump because the Animus doesn't know where to put this conversation, and this person just died, so it better load it in now.
But then at some point it changed into oops, this
Psychic
is
powers
yeah.
from alien blood.
Yeah.
But then it gets even weirder because there are all the times when somebody, like, punches you out of it.
Yes.
And it's like, wait, what? Like, Ezio gets punked multiple times out of the frozen time. I believe it might also happen to Connor at some point, like somebody just fucking runs away.
Evie?
I think it's mostly just Ezio.
Detonated and took
Okay.
the lab with it.
I could have sworn there was a time when Connor went to do that and a dude just, like, literally just ran off.
Finding the pieces does not
All
mean-
went
But I'm probably thinking of something that happened to Ezio, because it happened to him a lot.
Yeah.
Well, he had a lot of games for it to happen to him in.
Location.
How slight. The lab
But yeah,
is
this
spoken.
part. I like that both of their missions end with everything exploding.
Yep.
Did he?
Well, the train
Twins.
failed and I happened-
Yeah.
I killed my target.
Brewster is also no more.
Then all
Very
in all,
stealthy.
a successful mission in spite of you two.
I like his distinction between I derailed a train and a train derailed while I was on it.
You know as well as
I
do
mean,
that London has been the domain of the
it is an
Templars
important
for the last
distinction.
100
Yeah.
years. They are far too strong yet.
It's not like he pulled the lever, I don't think.
No, it was one of the blighters had like a stick and baseball swung it.
Yeah, that's not him. It's not his fault.
The council shall guide us.
Evie's like, I don't care about the council.
I shall see you back in Crawley.
I mean, explosions do not make Michael Bay. You can have tasteful
Sound
explosions.
of opportunity.
Yeah, but they did just have 2 large explosions before you got out of the tutorial.
Stopping us.
There's very tasteful explosions, though.
London
Uh-huh.
is waiting to be liberated. forget Crawley.
I will say I've seen Transformers last night. I don't know of anything bad enough to compare to Michael Bay at this point.
That's right, I forgot you watched that.
I still don't know why I did it.
You know,
Just wanted to see Anthony Hopkins' dignity just float away.
I wanted to see Anthony Hopkins do a backflip.
Is that a thing that happens in that movie?
Yeah, it is.
Oh my god.
Spoilers for Transformers last night. Megatron fucking shoots Anthony Hopkins with a laser cannon, and he goes flipping through the air like a pancake. Just fucking hook this old man up to some wires and flip his ass. Obviously it was a stunt double, but I like to imagine they actually flipped Anthony Hopkins.
Anyway, title card.
Yep.
I know. You've only had a taste of our latest.
Is this one just called Syndicate because you were putting together a gang?
Want to check in on Sean?
Maybe, probably.
Okay.
I know in development is the Assassin's Creed Victory, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Wait, I thought Victory was the Unity.
It might have been.
Who knows?
I know if you look at its thing on the PlayStation Store, I'm gonna look this up real quick, because like maybe
No
look,
blame you for that.
yeah, maybe looking up stuff is not the best.
I was gonna say, I like that the tutorial apparently took place in the time it took for them to fuck up this mission.
Oh yeah,
Don't have time for you today, Mr. Hastings.
I mean, it's the... God, I love this guy just for being, like, clearly a cartoon villain.
Oh shit.
The evil doctor on the camera.
yeah.
Master Berg.
Because it's like the camera opens with him, like, shoving a hand out of the way.
Okay, Assassin's Creed Syndicate was Victory.
Okay.
Assassin's Creed Unity. Because if you go to the PlayStation Store on the web PlayStation Store, it actually shows a lot of the development names.
Are
Just
these, like, the only Templars who exist?
no, these are just the current high-ranking ones.
Okay.
Lives are now clearly on the line. Good luck.
Because it seems like every time they need Templars, it's always, like, the same 3 goddamn people. Or 2, rather.
Technically,
I've seen the Costa and Berg, like, 1,000 times now.
Berg was only in Rogue.
He's all over the place.
He was only introduced in Rogue.
I'm pretty sure he was in, like, I think he was introduced in Rogue, but I feel like he's been in way more than that. I feel like he's all over.
He was in Rogue, he was not in Unity, and he's in this one.
Let me look up his appearances over here at the Assassin's Creed Wiki, because I love to make use of that.
Oh yeah. And prove that this series that I claim to like, I know apparently very little about.
Appearances: Assassin's Creed Revelations, Assassin's Creed Initiates, Assassin's Creed Brahmin, Assassin's Creed Rogue, Assassin's Creed Unity, Assassin's Creed
Wait,
Syndicate.
there was no
Assassin's
future
Creed
things in...
Chronicles, Assassin's Creed Chronicles Russia, Assassin's Creed Templars, Assassin's Creed Reflections, Assassin's Creed Uprising, Assassin's Creed Origins, Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
There are like no future bits in Unity. How could he possibly have shown up in Unity?
It says mentioned in database.
Okay,
Turning seas of London.
I'll accept that.
Just the way Father described.
But he's been around.
Find Henry Green and formulate a plan of attack.
I know that Grammatica was
Assassin watching over London.
referenced in Liberation as when you do the fake ending, and you get the Abstergo credits. It's like special thanks, Alvaro Grammatica.
Yeah, mentioned in... Funny enough, he's not listed on that here in his mentions, or his appearances thing. It says Assassin's Creed Unity, mentioned, Syndicate, Heresy, Chronicles Russia, and Uprising.
I think Uprising is a comic or a movie.
Probably. Because Heresy is a novel.
I've not read the Assassin's Creed novels, and I have no intention of doing that.
Apparently Heresy is about someone trying to relive the memories of Joan of Arc. He's reliving the memories of his ancestor who fought beside Joan of Arc.
What do we have here? You're on our property.
What is Uprising over here? Uprising is a comic. Alright. One of the many comics.
Cool double finisher. Hooray.
else does London have to offer?
Also, because we talked over it about, talking about all the fun Assassin's Creed comics. Like, they literally show up and some tiny child
Not since we were two.
picks Jacob's pocket. Just because,
Because London.
because London.
That's what it is. That's what happens.
Like that Evie
Race
just
to the highest vantage point.
stopped for no reason. That was kind of amusing.
Where is Mr. Green's shop located? It was marked on Father's map.
The 2 assassins. Equal in height. 1 female, 1 male.
Devilish smiles.
And those devilish smiles.
I was gonna ask if you can actually lose that
You
race.
must be the Fry twins.
But
Probably.
I guess they don't address who wins.
Henry
So
Green, at your service.
I mean, apparently, canonically, based on the whatever's, Jacob won because the mission objective was beat Evie.
What can you tell us about Crawford Starrick?
I suppose the
so if
count
you
was
didn't
I
make it up
knew.
fast enough, would you just desynchronize?
London must be free.
No, because it was the
Provide
optional
a better
thing.
future for
Yeah.
all of its citizens.
Well, thank goodness the council saw reason and sent you to aid us.
Yes.
Really like the idea of the Animus kicking you out because you didn't climb up a building fast enough, though.
Fortunately, I am the bearer of bad
Like, you didn't beat your sister, you're out.
Today, Starrick sits at the helm of the most sophisticated Templar infrastructure known in the Western world. Every class, every borough, the gangs, the industries. His reach extends all across London.
What's the muscle as a gang leader? Firm but fair. We'll have a uniform.
And Jacob is already off the deep end, and Evie's just like, "What are you talking
This is one thing
about?"
that threw me for a loop when I was playing, is he goes immediately to the street gang thing.
Oh yeah, no,
Like, there is no building this up at all.
no,
Immediately jumps in on it.
We'll call
because
ourselves-
Jacob is like a fucking goofball over here.
Chess either.
Have you got a better plan?
Like, I feel like it would have been better if he'd mentioned several times before this the idea of starting his own gang. Like, he was just looking for an excuse. And then Henry mentions all this, and he's like, got it, I've got a plan.
And he's like, "Not your stupid street gang thing," and then he launches into that monologue.
Yes. Like, I feel like it could have just been set up slightly better, because it feels very out of the blue. Or, like, even just have Evie mentioned during that monologue of, like, oh god, not this again.
Look at what Starrick has done to the city. Whitechapel.
Like, anything to imply that this is a thing he does.
I can't believe Whitechapel is a den of crime.
A gang known as the Blighters.
Place has really gone
all around the
downhill.
streets.
Whitechapel.
Templars
Used to be so
manipulate
upstanding.
scenes.
Such a nice place to live.
Technically, that hasn't happened yet. We're making jokes about a thing that is technically in the future of where
Well,
this
DLC.
is. Yeah, well, yeah,
We'll
but
free London from Starrick. You have
DLC
my
that you probably won't play.
yeah.
By my looks.
You monster.
That's right. Your
How can it even be your
punishment is
favorite Assassin's Creed if you don't play the DLC?
Because DLC is expensive,
Thank you for being
dog.
up to date on the rest.
Yeah, I guess. Whatever, I paid $350 to have some chick look at my leg and tell me it was infected, and it's like, no shit. It's like, she looked at my leg and was like, oh, you've got an infection, and I looked down, and there's this giant red fist-sized lump on my leg with a black thing in the middle. And they're like, yeah, that looks infected.
Whoop, that looked really good.
Never been able to tell without your expert opinion.
I clipped through the thing a little bit there. Don't worry about it.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Keep quiet. Kalog's looking for me. Who's Kalog? One of Starrick's gang leaders.
Why does he want you?
He's after some of my more arcane research into one of the precursor artifacts.
The piece of Eden.
So tell me about these blighters.
In search
Oh,
of armor.
also one real quick thing. It's a little odd because I feel like they should really just unlock them for both. But the skills you unlock for one character do not extend to the other character.
Yeah. It's also funny because if, say, you play as one character for a while, the other character can be very underleveled.
And then you just stand there for a while and you just unlock a bunch of skills for the other one.
Yeah,
It's
to
like-
raise their levels so they can actually equip the same stuff.
yeah.
Like, I get the idea.
Because, like,
of
theoretically...
building the twins for
yeah.
different things.
But
But realistically, I never really did it that way.
the other part of this problem is most stuff in this game you play as one or the other. It's all the side stuff and all the, like, the running around town
You can pick either
that
one.
you can basically pick either one.
See, I feel like I never differentiated the twins. In fact, I tried to have them both have mostly the same skills.
Yeah.
Evie, they're ready to fight.
My idea being that if I was playing as one, I didn't want to have to stop and switch to the other to do the thing. It's like, no, I just want to be able to do it with both. So if I run into a locked chest, I don't gotta worry about who can lockpick. If the character switching was faster, then maybe I would have been more in that direction. But it is,
Oh, look at
there's
this
a bit of work
guy.
involved.
Confound this city. No one looks where they're going.
No one looks where they're
I've
going.
noticed that. Bloody Drood.
Yeah, this asshole.
It's...
Only Providence knows where those words are headed now. Well, I must get to
And
work.
even Jacob's in the background just like,
Sure,
that
in a
dude
book
seems
tale or two,
like
you can always find
a
when the day
weirdo.
is warm and tempers are hot. Ta-ta.
Ah, pip pip cheerio.
What an odd man.
That Mr.
What an
Fry
odd
is
man.
fantastic.
I have such great
Knows
expectations for
everyone and
him.
everything in the city. If I were you, I would keep that connection in your back pocket.
Tell you about a tale of two cities.
Kalok's gang is nearby. They must not follow me back
Don't
my
listen to
shop.
that one, it's boring as shit.
Yeah, you might be able to use this.
Oh God, I hope so.
My carriage is nearby. Make use of it to throw them off my trail.
Meanwhile,
I'll meet you at the curio shop.
that dude is apparently just walking around London and is like, here, take these guns.
That's a girl. We need to lead them away from Green.
Guns are the best presents.
It's true.
Keep it in mind for Christmas this year.
Trouble.
Oh, sick chariot races. Can you drift in the chariot in the fucking wagons?
Yes.
What do you call these exactly? What is the correct term? It's carriage?
Yeah, carriage.
I knew chariot wasn't it, but I went with it anyways.
Okay, my sick chariot drift, or carriage drift. And see, now you got me saying it.
I know. Kind of bummed that, well, I guess it wouldn't fit the time frame for chariots in the,
They
Odyssey.
are in Origins.
yeah, makes sense. Egypt totally had chariots.
Now to return to Mr. Green.
Aye, aye, Captain.
You're relentless.
That relentlessness will see me become master when we finish this.
That was not one of the many, many things Egypt lied about in their history.
With the carriage under your control.
Harsh words, dear sister.
I do hope Mr. Green made it back safely.
Don't tell me you fancy the
I
bloke.
appreciate that your horse just has some kind of weird side booster,
Yep.
so that you just knock people off the road.
I say we turn the carriage round and go find him.
This is why you aren't in charge.
It's like, I mean, there are a bunch of crime games of various sorts that have vehicle ramming in ways that don't necessarily make the most sense.
Oh yeah, this one's definitely not alone in that.
Who are all these people? Over the
And I
years,
prefer that to having to
sanction
do it all
of connections
manually.
across the city.
Splendid. We'll need focused aid.
Focused aid.
I appreciate a good
Take
side
the
swipe
Starrick's
button.
gangs, we cripple his control.
We're not aiming high enough. Starrick has influence in every branch of society. We need to match him.
I see what you're saying, Evie. We need the rooks.
I've made a list of my contacts in the city. Go talk to this 8-year-old.
Idea of my own.
To be fair, she's a really
Lead the
important,
police
you
to a
know.
blind eye to activities.
True,
My ally in the force,
but still.
Sergeant Avalon. I've heard he's a master of disguise. Next up,
Urchins!
Urchins.
urchins.
They make for excellent spies, make me mad.
Far day.
Smart
They
as
do.
that one. Finally, you would be wise to remember that Starrick never acts alone. There are gang leaders in every borough. You'll meet them soon enough.
Aberline, he's a master of disguise.
Jim Carrey?
Known for his ability to vanish before your very eyes.
Should we make him vanish for
Or
real?
was it Jim Carrey or Mike Myers was the master of disguise? Or was
I
it
feel like it
neither
wasn't
of them?
either.
I
I feel
don't...
like it was not either of them.
Be cautious.
Ask me anything about Master of Disguise.
The only thing I remember about Master of Disguise is that there was a person in high school who would not stop quoting that movie nonstop.
The only thing I know
It was
about
Dana Carvey.
Okay, sure. Anyway, so here's this game's little system. You complete side missions, you get regions of controls here.
Yep, conquer areas, kill bosses.
Yep.
You know, when I started this game, I looked at the map of London and was like, man, this is a pretty big area.
It's
But after
actually-
Odyssey,
Like even before then, it's not that big.
it's not that big, but it's been a while since I've played an Assassin's Creed. I mean, obviously, compared to Black Flag, this is nothing, but...
Yeah. I'm gonna sit on the skill point until I can get lockpicking to...
Go ahead and get that out of the way early.
Yeah. Oh, there's a dead horse.
Rough.
Yeah.
Also, I'll be right back. I gotta go do one more thing with all that stuff I cooked, which is actually get something to eat.
If you insist.
If I can open up the map, please. Thank you. Okay, I did get all the... whatevers. I don't remember where I was going. I'm just gonna... Oh, yeah, the Aberline one, because it's, like, right here. Aberline. Yeah, might as well. I do prefer Evie. And also, she's got a bunch of skills that she needs to spend. So we're just gonna... Oh, I gotta click in on all of these to make all the exclamation marks go away. Oh boy. Both style, substance, and snake. It's not a snake cult, though. Firearms, staring, okay, keeps. Might as well equip it. Also, so many database entries. Charles Dickens. See if there's anything fun. Because again, you know, this is also one of the big ones of, yo, these are really funny. Robert Topping, that's the fun carnival man. Big on revolutions, those assassins. Chapel, la da 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 da. Grumpy old Bill. Grumpy old Q. There's Otso. Otso Berg is a scary motherfucker. And Grammatica. Tutorials, who cares? Things that I can tell you much better. Because I definitely remember this game. What are you talking about? Please make all the exclamation marks go away. Alright. Exclamation marks, all gone. Big Ben.
I don't see Mr. Aberline.
Well, we tried.
I may know a thing or two about that splendid fellow you're talking about.
What's this?
You trying to blow the gaff?
What?
Sergeant Aberline, at your service. I presume you're the Fry twins Green mentioned.
I was expecting you to be a policeman.
I was expecting you to be discreet.
You expect something far more than I can grant you.
This is how it will work. I will give you the names of criminal gang members. You will bring them back to me. Quietly.
Oh, we'll be as quiet as an old lady. A very hairy, strange old lady that looks a lot like a policeman.
Now, whatever you do, try to remain within the bounds of the law. For my sake.
Here's this guy. Homer Dalton. Whoops. Oh. Bother. Oh, you were the worst at running away.
And I'm back. How goes it?
I'm getting beat up, but
Having dudes in an alley.
Yep.
The real London experience.
Oh, I died.
The real London experience.
Yep. I tried to be quick about it, and that didn't work, so... You know. Also, you missed the introduction of Frederick Aberline.
Oh, right.
Dressed as a tiny old lady.
Master of disguise.
Like Wario. I brought this up recently with, like, other people, and I don't know. I thought people liked that Wario Master of Disguise game, but apparently I am incorrect.
I'm sorry, what?
There was a DS game called Wario Master of Disguise.
I don't even remember that, so...
I thought people liked it, but apparently...
Oh, now I remember this. Okay. This makes more sense now. Yeah, I, have not heard of that game since, like, game magazines were a thing, I think.
Stop squeezing people of every
So I feel like that's where I saw it, was a game magazine somewhere.
Kaylock, we're aware of this terrible mistake you've made.
You won't have the chance to scream save me, let alone pay Kaylock a visit.
Anyway, I'm gonna shove this dude in a carriage, and now we're gonna deliver this guy to, Sergeant Aberline. Aberdeen.
Justice.
Yes, that too.
Easy. There you are. That's it.
We'll be glad to see him behind bars. Thank you.
Also, I just noticed that Rob linked that gif of the cross-counter dick kick.
Yep.
But hey, I delivered that one guy to Aberline, and now a region of the city is now mine. Which is convenient. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Stealth! Oh, I didn't stealth him. Stop it. Dick. Stealthed. I stealthed that man very hard. You just can't believe how stealthy.
It's very impressive. As always. Giving the people what they expect.
Yeah. We're going to buy a couple maps here. We're going to buy the beer tasting map because it's the funniest collectible that has ever been in one of these games.
On the one hand, I like the idea of them doing the beer reviews. On the other hand, I kind of wish that each report you got for collecting one of those was the two of them currently downing a thing of beer and writing about it as they did it, getting progressively more hammered. Like some kind of weird reverse pub crawl.
Here's this guy. He looks like a dick. Whoops. I got him. I killed him. I killed that man. I did it very sneakily. No, no one saw it coming.
I feel like that's almost exactly how that went when I did it. Just...
You know what you never see it coming.
You don't.
You'll see that my mind is too fast for lies.
To be fair, that man had no idea an explosion was going to kill him.
Stealth.
The explosion itself is very stealthy.
Oh, yeah.
You were a distraction for the bomb.
I was. I think, because I did 2 of these, that should cause... Or not. Okay. But hey, I earned a skill point, so I can get lockpicking. We're going to take a brief collectible break here. Oops. Which again, I really just want to point out. Nope, that didn't... I wanted the database. There we go. Here's the thing about the police. And here's what you came here for. Beer tasting notes.
Yay.
Of Sean trying to use the Animus to drink fancy old British beer and then going, wait. Oh no. This doesn't taste very good.
Oh, is that how he's actually doing it?
Yes, it is literally Sean like hijacking the Animus and being like, I want to drink fancy old British beers.
See, that's a great idea. That's more of what these games should be about, damn it.
And then being like, oh no, this tastes like crap.
I mean, to be fair, Odyssey could also be framed as Chick from the future hijacking Cassandra's body to go back and bang her way across the ancient Greek world.
That's true. Also, this cop saw me murder a criminal, so now I have to murder the cop.
Makes sense.
Ow. Stop it.
To be fair, the cops in this game are terrible.
Yeah. Eat it, cops.
And you can't just, like, non-lethally murder them, right?
No.
You can't just, like, stun them and then leave them?
I don't think so. Oh, like, you can run away.
And, like, there's no knockout state.
No.
Okay.
You can't unequip your cane sword and then...
Just punch them really hard?
Yeah. And then recruit them for your boat.
Now I just wish this one had naval combat on the one river.
This amazing naval combat.
In a river that is too small and crowded for you to make a U-turn. Oh, London. What a shithole.
I'm not sure if this is better or worse than the constant French jokes during Unity.
I thought you were going to say modern-day London.
No, I was referring to us constantly dumping on various European cultures.
I mean, we're going to dump on every culture. That's how this works. Just wait till we get to Egypt.
Oh boy. Am I gonna have to mute serve forever?
Probably not. We'll just talk about how they use those things to store grain.
Oh no, we're gonna have to mute you forever. This isn't how I expected.
Whatever, I'll just go find all those old conspiracy videos and tell you some shit about ancient Egypt that they don't want you to know, TFP. Like, hey, you know how in some hieroglyphics, certain people were drawn small and other people's were drawn really big?
Can't be that for, you know, artistic, you know, or oops, I accidentally drew something smaller.
No, that's crazy. Obviously, it means there were literal giants who built the pyramids.
Oh, jeez.
Would you like to know about the Egyptian giants, TF?
Not really.
Would you like me to tell you that they are currently locked away under the Vatican?
No. I would not like you to tell me that, because that doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't it?
No, in fact. Also, hey, there are these Animus fragments that also, like, I feel like this was the game where they finally realized, hey, we should make our collectibles, like, mean something.
Mm-hmm.
Although I can't get that one in particular, because I need something else that we will get in momentarily. Probably, honestly, probably not in this stream, which is weird to think about, but,
I just want to read you 3, by the way, completely random YouTube headlines.
I don't know if I want to hear 3 completely random YouTube headlines.
Well, you just tell me how you feel after each one, and we'll see how it goes.
Oh, boy.
Giant bones found in the Vatican. Ancient giants and the Vatican. Smithsonian and Vatican covering up giant human, and then it's just ... That one's too long.
Honestly, this just reminds me of, like, the thing about early astronomers looking at Saturn and going, like, oh. Or, like, they'd be like, hey, why does that have, like, weird little... Or why does that seem elongated? And then someone just goes, oh, I know why. That's Jesus's foreskin.
Jesus was hung.
He sure was. I'm gonna be honest, the only reason that popped into my head was because you said giant bones and Vatican, and I went...
Well, how about part 1 of 3, Vatican has hidden flesh-eating monsters. Fallen angels chained beneath streets of Rome.
Oh, also, I just want to throw out that the lockpicking in this game is much improved from Unity. This lockpicking is much improved from Unity.
Isn't the lockpicking just hold down the button and the lockpicking happens and there's no lockpicking involved?
Yes.
Great.
Which is
that's the best kind of lockpicking.
Well, I wouldn't say it's the best kind of lockpicking.
Okay, fine.
But it's better than the one from Unity.
No lockpicking is better than bad lockpicking. Is that where we're going?
Yes.
Right,
I would rather, like, just let the character handle it than have to do a terrible minigame. But I would I'd rather do a good minigame than let the character handle it.
I just want to point out that somebody had hidden the color green in that chest.
Yeah. Now I can change my clothes to be green if I wanted to, you know, make my clothes look worse with some kind of terrible color.
Why do you hate green? It's good. It's like earth tones.
I don't, like... I'm mostly just, you know...
It's very neutral.
Yeah.
Or you just don't want to change out of black?
I don't.
Makes sense.
Unless I could change it...
The problem is I couldn't find a good color for Evie's costume that didn't look cooler than her default.
Until I can change into, like, blue.
Okay. Makes sense.
Because blue's the best color.
How much would you pay for a version of this game where Evie wore Jacob's hat?
I don't want to think about that.
Like if that was DLC.
Like if there was a hat DLC for Eevee,
Yeah.
I would pay like $5 for that.
If that was this game's horse armor.
Yeah, was Eevee hat. I have spent money on stupider DLC.
You've spent more money than that on terrible games entirely.
I was mostly just thinking about I bought all the glasses for every
I was
character
about to mention
in
the Persona glasses pack.
Persona
Okay.
4 Arena.
Yep, I'm glad you went to the same place I was thinking on that.
I also bought the DLC in Ultimax that was like $2 to just unlock every title.
I didn't go that far.
I did only because out of some morbid thing, 'cause I knew I had tweeted about if they made a DLC thing that was like $2 to unlock every title, I would buy the $2 to unlock all the titles, and then it happened, and I thought if I didn't, then the Atlas Ninjas would get me. Or they would stop, you know, designing their games specifically at me.
Yeah, how'd that work out for you?
I got judge eyes out of it, so the lesson here is whatever I was doing was the correct path.
Oh good, I found a top 13 list TFP of what's hidden under the Vatican.
Allow me to answer that for you.
Uh-huh.
Dirt? Some rocks, perhaps?
Oh, you bet there's some dirt under there.
God damn it.
Pick a number. From 1 to 13.
What if I just say no? What if no is the number that I pick?
I mean, why don't you want to pick?
Because I don't like the way
If
this
you
is...
don't pick, I will.
Oh no. Well, let's hear number 7 as I look about the leaping fox lager. Lager.
Really
Lager.
hoping... Oh, that's a boring one because that's something the church actually admits they have, which is the weird silver hammer thing that they use to confirm the Pope is dead.
I like that I managed to find the least offensive one.
Yeah, the one right above that was Nazis.
Great.
Can't believe you done. What was below that? The one below that is some kind of ancient tapestry showing Jesus giving a dude something. If you know what I mean.
I watched the beginning of that Lucius 2 quick look.
For the record, I was really hoping you'd go with 4, just so I would have an excuse to say Chronovisor.
I don't know if you need an excuse to say Chronovisor.
Well, now I have an excuse. 'Cause what's under the Vatican is the Chronovisor. Which, actually, now that I look at this, is just the Animus.
Great.
Because it's just the thing that lets you see the past. Ah, appropriate. I like the idea of a horrible Vatican conspiracy, but I'm gonna be honest, kinda doubt it.
Someone call up Dan Brown. Oh, hey, look, this place sells artificial teeth.
The Vatican Secret Archives has an open and close time listed on Google? Ken Sonic, the answer to that is that 99% of the time we are incredibly boring. Also, we don't particularly stream to get viewers, so
Yeah,
much as
no.
just play games and bullshit. This is how we hang out, and
pretty
most
much.
of the time it is streamed online.
Yeah.
For reasons, honestly, we barely understand or remember.
I got this capture card.
Might as well use it.
Might as well use it. I used to record videos, and now it's just like, oh, no. What if I don't do that?
And don't get me wrong, we appreciate our viewers.
Yeah.
But this is mostly just to hang out and bullshit.
Yes. Also,
and play through the entire Assassin's Creed series to mock one of our other friends.
This literally started as a, I bet I can beat every Assassin's Creed game before he can finish all Final Fantasy games. I just want to point out, he is still on Final Fantasy 1.
He has still not finished the first Final Fantasy, and TFP here has gotten through every Assassin's Creed up to this. Now, in his defense, he was going to try to stream Final Fantasy yesterday.
That's true. He might have
But
finished
he gave
one.
up like a coward. Why did he give up again?
Because Serv didn't show up.
He said that and Serv literally answered him.
But then it was too late, I guess. I don't know. Nova Scotia time is weird.
I think he's just a coward.
I think you're right.
Do you think he even remembers where... No, he doesn't. I was gonna say, do you think he even remembers where he is in that game? And the answer to that is no.
Absolutely not. I don't remember where he...
Final Fantasy 1 is not a bad game, and it's not a long game either. It's, there's no excuse. Don't look for an excuse for this. It's just him having a terrible schedule.
It's, yeah. He works in, like, the Canadian TV industry and is a busy dude.
He is busy. He has a life.
Yeah.
He has stuff that he does.
As opposed to,
He has
you know,
obligations.
me, who doesn't. But it is really just fun to make fun of him.
It is. That'll never stop being fun. Remember that time at the Mall of America when he got soaked?
That was really fun.
SGDQ was a fun time.
It was.
Remember that time we were in the Evil Zone tournament?
Yeah. What the?
Jesus. That went weird. What is happening?
I don't...
I'm being spotted by people I can't see.
I don't know what happens.
Oh, wait, there will... That person just ran... What is she doing?
I don't... I think because
okay,
I killed...
Fight has started.
Yeah, I think because I killed the people who were guarding the gang... Like, the guy, like, blocking the rooks. That alerted everyone.
These missions never held up super well.
Yeah, but it's okay.
This game is good, and it is not as buggy as Unity, but there were still some bugs.
Yeah.
I will never forget that dude who just walked into the goddamn ocean. Well, like the River Thames. Thames?
River
that
Thames,
fucking British
yeah.
river. It doesn't have a real name.
River Thames.
River Thames.
God damn it.
That dude who just fucking walked into the river to prevent me from being able to kill him correctly. Because apparently Templars melt on contact with water, like witches.
Well, apparently this just happens after you do this event, I guess.
We are still unsure about whether or not vampires can cross running water, but Templars definitely can.
Oh yeah, no.
Have you just gotten the gang thing?
Yeah. Well, like, I knew this happened, I just didn't remember when. I thought it was after you just did 2, but it's after you do this specific. You clear out this...
Okay.
Yeah. But hey, I survived the ambush. Check me out. I know we were joking about the Saints Row of Assassin's Creed, but this one is kind of actually the Saints Row of Assassin's Creed, because you can just recruit random gang members and they fight with you.
That's nice.
Yeah.
No Kinsey, though.
There is no Kenzie, but you do have Charles Dickens.
And that's fun.
It's very fun.
If only you could recruit Jane Austen.
Just go full on Saints Row jokes.
Why not?
Saints Row's good.
It's only a matter of time before the aliens invade. That's where the story is building to, and you know it.
I don't know what you're talking about. Here's a question for you, because I feel like I have my answer, and it's like more of an opinion question or anything. Okay. Do you think they ever do a modern day Assassin's Creed?
Like
now,
full on modern day Assassin's
like full
Creed?
on modern day now. Because there was a period of time where I would have said no. But I'm kind of leaning towards maybe.
They've gotten weird with it lately, but I'm not sure they would ever do one that is fully modern day.
I feel like they might do like a downloadable one. That, like, whatever, like, the last
see that.
one they do to...
I was just thinking, like, what do you call it? I was just thinking of, the full-on games. Full-on numbered Assassin's Creed.
Numbered Assassin's Creed
could.
games like Odyssey.
Yes.
That's my favorite number.
You know, a main game. But, they could.
It's Watch Dogs,
Honestly,
yeah.
I thought it was going to be Watch Dogs when they did that, but...
It's Watch Dogs, but with aliens.
I mean, they had that spider tank thing in the first one.
It was a drug.
Yeah! It was rad fucking hacking drugs. What was it? Digital Trip?
Digital Trips.
Yes! And then after you do that, you can just go full-on Shadowrun with the next one. But yeah, no, that was totally... when they made Watch Dogs, I thought they were going for the modern-day Assassin's Creed thing. And kinda they were, they just didn't actually, like, go there.
Yeah.
I feel like if Watch Dogs had done better, they would have. Like, I feel like if Watch Dogs had really taken off and people were way into it, I feel like they would have absolutely made a full-on
Alright,
modern-day
belts are,
Assassin's Creed by now.
Forgot.
Hmm?
Evie has capes, Jacob has belts.
Yep. I mean, I haven't played the second Watch Dogs, so I prefer the first.
I've played both of them. I prefer the first. Not to say that the second one is bad, because there are a lot of things that the second one does better. But by the same token, I feel like I like Watch Dogs 1 more because it's fucking weird. Like, there's just... You can walk into, like, a coffee shop in Chicago and just play chess. And there's a fully functioning chess minigame.
I forgot about all that.
And it's
like,
just...
all the side stuff.
It's like, what? Why?
Yeah, and that's like a collectible thing that, like, boosts your focus meter or something, isn't it? It's just win all these chess games.
Yeah, no, like, it doesn't do anything. It's just play chess.
Oh, I thought it was, like, after you completed all of them, you unlocked, like, focus upgrades or something.
I think that's for, like, the shell game or something.
Oh, right, the shell game was totally the focus thing. Also, there was a shell game.
Yeah, it was really easy to do.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't that hard. The shell game is not that hard, is the secret.
The secret is it's only difficult in the real life because you're surrounded by people, and if you don't know which end of the cup to look at, then you get fucked.
Oh, that reminds me. Somebody dropped off these big, like, fucking carnival stands at the store. Like, full-on red-white striped, with, like, the wooden overhang thing for, like, carnival games. And, one of them is the, like, knock the bottles over type game. You know, like, throw the ball, knock the bottles over, win prizes. But the fucking part where you put the bottles, and I'm guessing this is the reason that they dropped it off at our store, because they didn't want it anymore, just has fucking hot glue marks all over it.
That's incredible.
From where they were straight up just hot gluing bottles onto that thing to make fucking sure you were not knocking that shit over. It's amazing.
I respect that hustle.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. Yeah, I kind of wish I'd played Watch Dogs 2. I probably will at some point. But there's a lot of stuff on my list before I get around to that, honestly. Like, I like Watch Dogs 1, but I still never finished it because I just didn't like it enough.
We might get there. You never know.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm done.
Yeah, that's your bonus mission to deal with Rob playing Dirge of Cerberus on the side.
Yeah, we're just gonna...
Now you have to complete Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
Watch Dogs was fun though.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I like the driving.
The driving was good. I
don't usually like the driving controls in games, so the fact that Watch Dogs did not feel, like, cumbersome to get around was nice.
I like Jordy a
Parkour
lot.
Worked pretty well. Jordy was great.
Jordy was my favorite new character of that year because I feel like
Would you party with Jordy?
I would party with Jordy. It would end poorly for me, but I would party with him.
It ends with you in the back of an ice cream truck.
It ends with me in an ice cream truck and him
exploded
and him
with
talking
remote
about
mines.
how driving real piece of Detroit muscle. We're like, back when car accidents were still called fucking crashes. And this guy drives up to me in some European piece of shit, or whatever the line is, and I just hear a ping. I don't know whether to be upset at him or laugh in his face.
Jordy was great. I feel like all of the good lines in that game went to him.
Oh yeah, no.
That was another problem that Watch Dogs 1 did have, sadly, was the main character not being great.
Yeah.
He was fine, but...
He was
Oh, God,
fine.
evil children.
He was fine, and I think that, like, a lot of the hate towards him is a little overblown.
It is, definitely.
You seem to have taken most of my
He was fine, he just wasn't particularly interesting.
Yeah.
There are several factories about the city that are powered almost entirely by child labour. Those children work long hours with little pay, and most are not permitted even to leave the factory grounds.
Never trust a kid who goes with the double braid.
I need you to save them.
A small favor.
In return, we offer you intelligence.
Oh, sick burns.
Anyone who's trying to look that much like Wednesday Addams, you gotta put him down.
We accept.
But hey, we did the sick spit handshake because we're bros.
Yeah.
And by bros, I mean sisses, I guess.
But yeah, modern day Assassin's Creed would be fun. I'm not sure what it's going to take for them to actually go for that again. I think the most we're going to get for a while is a game that's roughly half and half, maybe a little bit less. I think they're going to go. I think they're going to go for a game that is mostly in the past with some extended modern day sections, like maybe a few chapters in the modern day,
as opposed to like the little diversions that you get in Origins and.
Well, I mean, like in Odyssey, it barely even counts. You do a little bit of climbing and you push some stuff around towards the end, but like. I could definitely see them doing like a chapter or two modern day. I mean, they kind of did that with 3, right? You had the modern day stuff.
Yeah, you had like longer modern day missions.
They still had the weirdness.
Oh yeah, no, that is how you. That is, I mean, that's just how like most things roll.
That's kind of how Ubisoft has always done it. Like probably other things too, but they're the immediately thinking of Ubisoft as the example. Yeah, I can definitely think of that because that's exactly what they do with Watch Dogs.
And Assassin's Creed.
1, yeah.
And what appears to maybe be Beyond Good and Evil.
Was the first Beyond Good and Evil really serious?
It was.
I have never played Beyond Good and Evil, for the record.
Oh. Like, I wouldn't say it was really serious, but it was definitely somewhat serious. And
honestly, I got the impression the second one was more serious.
I don't know, the second one had that trailer of people having a sick party on the boat. On the space boat.
Yeah, but it also had the trailer of, like, the main character of the first game is now evil.
Technically, that's because this is a prequel. She started out as evil.
Oh, okay. Hot.
Yeah, you would say that.
I know nothing about her.
Her name's Jade. She's a photographer. She's really cool.
Okay.
That's another. I should stream that or something because I've played Beyond Good and Evil. I've never finished Beyond Good and Evil. I thought this area had a back door, but it very clearly does not. Oh. Oh, that'll bring him over. Like, I feel like people often make jokes about, like, the dark middle chapter, but I feel like more often than not, the second one is always, like...
A little bit less serious.
Yeah, like, I mean... Not necessarily the best example that I'm about to bring up, because the third one is the non-serious one, but, like, Saints Row 2 compared to Saints Row 1...
Yeah, Saints Row 2
is quote-unquote goofier.
Mm-hmm.
It's still really messed up when you think about
goofier,
it.
but still dark.
It's messed up
So
when you
I'm
think
not
about it for
gonna-
more than 2 seconds, but
Yeah, I'm gonna have to bail out for just a minute. I'll be back in a little while. But
All
my
right.
stomach is giving me some serious problems as a result of this medication, so I'll be back in a minute.
I love antibiotics.
Yep.
Oops. Stop it.
Hush now. Don't worry.
Thanks, lady.
Oh, this didn't go the way I was expecting it to. Again. Why would you do that? Oh, jeez. My throwing knife ability is just not on point today.
I'll be right back.
Thank you, miss.
Alright, we have freed Whitechapel from the clutches of the Blighters. Now we can start a gang war. I don't think I stealth killed the right guy. But I tried. Okay, that was weird. Can I like buy medicine? Or is that a skill? I don't remember. Oh, excuse me. Ma'am. Ma'am. That was goofy. And yes, the combos are very brutal. They don't mess around, let's say. Especially with like the cane sword, because it's so fast. Like it is the fastest weapon type in this game. I can see that.
Ah, there you are. All that stands between you and Whitechapel is the villain controlling the borough. Kaylock has demanded you settle the claim for territory in a gang fight.
His loss?
Gang fight.
I'm sure he can put this to better use than I can.
Oh, what's this, Greenie? Assassin Christmas.
Gather your allies.
Now you could use a kukri, but I don't particularly care for the because they're, I believe, the slowest weapon type, and I feel like this game is built around mash button do combo.
Mr. Rex Haylock has agreed to your terms and waits
I like
for
that
you
this
to
guy's here as some kind of weird
train on the fight.
gang fight adjudicator.
Where are you, Kaylock? Perhaps this will draw you out.
Anyway, as became popular for a weird amount of time, what if you just fought a bunch of tiny dudes and then you fought the big dude? So I feel like this, or something similar to this, showed up in like every open world game between like this game's release and like Middle-earth Shadow of War. That looked real good. Get up there. Can I not climb the train? I can't climb the train from the back, I can only climb it from the side. Nope, this one. Thank you. Boop. What's up, dog? Later. It was anticlimactic. It's my train.
It appears to be broken.
Ouch.
Oh well, at least we have a train now. It's not all bad.
I killed your boss. You all work for me now.
Whitechapel is no longer in the hands of the Blighters.
You now have the chance to join our ranks. We welcome all who would stand up to Starrick and his cutthroats.
That worked surprisingly well.
Welcome to the Rooks.
Ah, you bastard. I'd rather throw myself to the tracks than run further another mile for that doty ball bag.
Kaylock? He's left the station.
Now, Hello, fancy pants. And who might you
I'm
two
Evie
be?
Fry, and this is my brother, Jacob Fry.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Agnes McBean.
I'm the Scottish
I thought I was
lady.
getting a promotion. I suppose I'm out of work now.
Come work for us instead.
I won't bile your heat. You pay better than scraps?
I'm sure we can at least match that.
Then may I present to you Agnes and Bertha, lady and locomotive, at your service. I'll be in the next car.
A hideout on the rails. What an excellent idea.
Yes, it all worked out rather well. Now, I would like to follow up a lead on... Jacob? Is this serious?
I'm not doing anything until this gets fixed.
I believe I know someone who can help with that.
I knew you would, Greenie.
Oh, Jacob. I thought I got seal points, but I guess I didn't. Oh well. I did, however, get a sword that we're going to equip. Dang it. Alright. What up, train lady?
You know, a mite of money goes a mickle bit in this city. Think of the power of good you can do with the purse you bring. You talk of a store in London. Well, now's your chance.
So not only do we have, like, the hero upgrades, we can also buy medicine. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Can make people sell me drugs. Oh, excuse me. There are a bunch of fun stuff. You can upgrade. As always, generally, you know, recommend buying the thing that lets you get more money as soon as possible, because with more money, you can then buy more upgrades. It's funny how that works. Seems like... Oh, yeah. Our next stop is the District of Lambeth. But first we're going to go get a viewpoint, because, you know, that type of thing is important.
I'm back. Why are you British?
Because we're playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
That's not how this works. You weren't French the last time.
Oh, was I not?
God damn it. No, you weren't. That's terrible.
I tried.
You tried. Although, if you want to keep this going so I can hear your Greek accent, feel free.
It's just me going Malaka over and over and over again.
That's the only line for the entire playthrough?
Yep. Have you been watching Matt and Wooly play Kingdom Hearts?
No.
There's a bit where they get into Olympus.
Mm-hmm.
And because Phil is played by very clearly not Danny DeVito and just a guy with a generic New York accent. And Matt just starts going, "Hey, we got a couple of Malakas over here." I just fucking lost it because...
No, I made it through the opening bit where they're like doing the opening, and somebody in the comments had pointed the line out, but there's a bit where Wooly says, "People are going to wonder how much experience we have with the Kingdom Hearts series," and the answer is, and then like a special effect happens and he just stops mid-sentence and goes, "Oh, that's a nice effect." And that's the end of it. It was just like, perfect. Yep. That's all I needed to see. Also, Kingdom Hearts 1 is fun. It was good at the time, but
it hasn't aged well.
It has not.
Oops. I have never finished a Kingdom Hearts game.
I finished the second one multiple times. I finished the first one, I finished the second one multiple times. I've never done any of the spin-off games. I played Birth by Sleep. I finished 2 of the stories.
I finished one of the stories in Birth by Sleep.
I played as Aqua, and I played as Terra.
Hey, if we combine, then we've played Birth by Sleep.
Wait, you played as the annoying shit kid?
Yeah, because...
How is that the one story you played?
Because I thought he was, like, the main character, and if I played as him, I didn't have to play as the other ones.
I'm shocked you didn't play as the lady with blue hair.
This was before... This
really?
was... Yeah.
Huh.
This was Tiny TFP.
Oh, right, you're a baby.
That game is older than you think.
Yeah, apparently. Well, I mean, it was PSP.
Yeah.
Well, for the record, I should survive this horrible leg infection, but in the off chance that I don't, my dying wish is that you stream the entire Kingdom Hearts series.
Oh boy.
Yep. That's where you're at. You better start praying for my health now.
Yep.
What you don't realize is that now I've also encouraged all of the 2 occasional viewers we get to pray for my death.
I don't think that's how that works.
Well, yeah, because if I die, then you have to play Kingdom Hearts, and they're way into that.
Are they?
Yes. You underestimate how numerous Kingdom Hearts fans are. They're everywhere, TFB.
Are they?
There are dozens of them.
I do not have enough money to buy the treasure map, which is a real bummer. May as well do this one mission and then probably call it a Assassin's Creed Syndicate stream. I was thinking about like what I could do in the off-screen bits to try and speed this up, and I feel like the only thing I can really do is those is just collecting chests and stuff. Just gonna ignore that for the time being.
Oh, alright, so you're still... Is this just cleaning up territory stuff, or is this...
No, this is going to be an actual mission.
Alright. I forgot the objectives just kind of pop up as you walk through the area.
Yeah.
For those other... for the hideouts or whatever.
Yeah.
Strongholds? I forget what they're called in this one. Whatever those areas you have to take over are called.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Gang Stronghold.
Makes sense.
There's another viewpoint that I, like, walked past, apparently. We're gonna get, and then we're gonna do the mission, and then we're gonna stop.
Always get the viewpoints.
Always get the viewpoints. They're very important.
Hashtag synchronize London.
Because if you don't get the viewpoints, then you don't get the mini-map. And you need that. If you don't have the mini-map, then how will you know where you're going? I'm trying to scare these bullies, but they are very unscarable. Okay, apparently I scared them. Yeah, I know. Shut up about your entering difficult area, gear upgrade suggested. I'm not entering the area, I'm just walking around it so I can get this viewpoint. Leave me alone, video game. Excuse me. There we go, there's a skill point. It may have been the skill point that I already had. But whatever. We'll get Eagle Vision so then I can hit level 3. Get a bunch of things like the ability to hold more throwing knives.
That's always nice. More throwing knives is good. Because again, those things are crazy handy.
Or wait. Oh, that's not okay.
Oh.
I forgot that that's... More throwing knives comes later.
Oh. This is stunning throwing knives?
Yes. But also, since I hit level 3, I can equip the Adept Cane Sword.
Nice.
And like nothing
I want
else.
to say I played long enough in this game to get the sick Cthulhu knuckles and then never used anything else.
Look at all these cool revolvers. This is also why I think this game is cool, because it's got revolvers in it. And
Revolvers are nice.
And everyone
But I will
knows
say-
video game revolvers are the coolest gun.
They're pretty cool, but I do like the Derringer.
It's aight.
Derringers are cool. I like those. I like the idea of just the one-shot gun. That's why I like Derringer Merrill so much.
I like them when they're like tiny and like wrist mounted, like the one in the
Hidden Guns.
Yeah, like the Guy Ritchie Sherlock Holmes movie where Moriarty has one and he like pops it out. Or not Moriarty. Or no, it is Moriarty who has one. I forget. I think it's Moriarty that has one.
Yeah, but again... Really? You're not going to load picture? Thanks. Assholes. Why do I bother?
See if I can figure out how to get into this building to start this mission. There it is. Also, mostly we're just doing this because I believe this introduces a fun character. That I think we may have to gloss over some of his historical rough edges.
Alec, whatever is the matter?
Oh, yep, here we go.
Trying to think of who it could be. I don't remember who your side people are in this one, aside from like Ned.
Alec, I beg your pardon.
It's Alec.
Evie Fry and her brother.
Oh, is it an Alexander Graham Bell?
Yes.
Alexander Graham Bell.
Man who's
Whatever. He's never done anything wrong.
Man who is way into eugenics.
Something of a favor to ask you.
Can you fix this?
Man with a spotless record.
Who is way into eugenics.
Oh, looks like the casing is cracked. Oh, comes apart. I see.
There's an entire section of his Wikipedia article that just says eugenics.
Alec is installing a new telegraph.
It's in between later inventions and legacy and honors.
Now, if I can mend the fuses connecting independent lines from Big Ben, Starrick will be weakened.
Also, he's got a weird
We
nose.
are somewhat at a handicap. And there. Oh, I've removed the mechanism so it may work with your bracer. I'll put it to use immediately.
Jacob Wade.
Honorary President of the Second International Congress of Eugenics.
You will not find me too proud to accept Miss Fry. Oh, we could
Held under the auspices of the American Museum of Natural History in New York.
I'll take that.
Thanks, Alexander Graham Bell.
I can help you.
Organizations such as these advocated passing laws, with success in some states, that established the compulsory sterilization of people deemed to be, as Bell called them, a, quote, defective variety of the human race, end quote.
Like I said, we're glossing over some of the historical rough edges.
By glossing over, I mean embossing them. By the late 1930s, about half the states in the U.S. had eugenics laws. And California's compulsory sterilization law was used as a model for that of Nazi Germany. Thanks, California.
Yep.
And you say you don't deserve the fire.
Which is why Mr. Green has asked you to set up a free line.
Yes. What is more, other small independent companies have their lines sabotaged, and they have little means of finding any broken fuses, which are
To be found on top of Big Ben.
Anyway, here's the really fun new thing that is only in this game and never came back. Which is bizarre.
I'll repair the fuses.
Whee! Oopsie daisy. Look at that. Look at how fun that was. Just synchronize the top of Big Ben here. Also, check out the River Thames.
I never got to the end of this game, but how is there not a piece of Eden jammed in Big Ben?
Isn't there?
There could be. Like I said, I never got to the end of this.
Whee!
Lovely view.
Also, the main reason we are doing this mission is because this is the one that gives you the grappling hook, and it makes collecting some things that is going to happen off camera way easier. And in some cases, actually possible. Because there are some animus glitches that you cannot collect until you got you a rope launcher. Also, I have no idea what is in like their weird hand thing that lets them do whatever this is, but I want one.
I'm waiting for the whatever this is.
It's like the weird thing that lets them like just roll
Oh, like the
up.
weird zipliney.
Well, like the thing in there.
Reverse zip line.
Yeah.
Like they just kind of pull once and scroll up the line.
Yes. I want one of those.
Is the palm of that glove just covered in gears?
Potentially. Like, I probably don't have the upper body strength to use them effectively, but I want one anyway. Alternately, I just want, like, a Just Cause grappling hook. Because then I would never have to worry about fall damage ever again. I would just grapple into the ground and be okay. Real life fall damage is the worst.
I don't remember what the fall damage is like in this game.
That should do it.
Very hard to get because you can just do the free run down and safely land wherever you need to land. And
yeah, but you've done some interesting jumps in your time.
Shh, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's okay, I have that one that I streamed. Just bailing off the side of that one city in Odyssey.
Oh no, the people with the funny hats are gonna shoot me. The fun British people with the funny hats. That didn't really go the way I was really hoping it would. Can I, like, left? No? Okay. Pardon me. Great. Repaired your weird stuff, Belle. Although, really, I think if you were, you know, someone who's way into eugenics, you should have just let them die, and then they'd be replaced by stronger fuses.
I was toying with this device and have noted down the formula for you. It's not perfect yet. By golly, it works.
I mean, maybe he just hasn't gotten there yet, you know? This is pre-eugenics, Alexander Graham. It's like that whole thing of whether or not you should kill Hitler. Did he just smoke bomb his own horse?
Yes.
Why?
You know. That wacky Alexander Graham Bell. Into
Whatever.
his,
Evie thinks he's quirky and fun.
into his eugenics.
Whatever, I've got this page for the International Eugenics Conference open over here.
And now,
did you know that it was the Theodore Roosevelt created the National Heredity Commission? It was charged to investigate the genetic heritage of the country and to encourage the increase of families of good blood and discourage the vicious elements in the crossbred American civilization.
oh boy.
Uh-huh. Did you know that Winston Churchill attended the first International Eugenics Congress in 1912?
Oh boy.
It was hosted and sponsored by the American Breeders Association.
Uh-huh. Just gonna kill
Second
this man
Congress.
in front of these cops.
The first one was held in London at a hotel. Second one was the American Museum of National History. Third one was again the American Museum of National History.
Great.
Representative from Cuba proposed that immigrants should be carefully checked for harmful traits. Suggested deportations of their descendants if inadmissible traits that would later become apparent. Darwin's son was too old to attend because he was now 88, but he sent a representative who predicted the doom of civilization unless eugenic measures were implemented.
I'm not about this life.
You're not. I get that. I'm just, you know, talking history. That's what Assassin's Creed is all about, right?
Let me just use this as stuff for my history report.
Yep. Also, I've now learned the term, quote, defective germplasm.
That sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Like, I summon my defective germplasm in attack mode.
It's also apparently a thing here from a speech from Darwin's son that has a lot of emphasis on discouraging large families in the ill-endowed and encouraging large families in the well-endowed. If you know what I mean.
Are you talking about the boobs?
No, I think he just meant riches in general, but it sounds like he's talking about Wangs, so it's funny. How's the stabbing going?
It's going well.
Have you been playing ZD this whole time?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Like, if you switch back over to Jacob now, would he be, like, multiple levels lower?
Yes.
Great. That is essentially how it went for me. I played as Jacob a little bit more often, but a lot of it was just me running around freely as Eevee.
Why can I not craft this? I have enough money. Oh, probably because I needed to...
Sorry, I also just learned the term toxic megacolon. Reading about side effects on this medication I'm taking.
Oh, good.
Nothing makes you feel better about taking medication than reading the side effects.
Oh, yeah, no. I just wanted to craft the medicine pouch so that I can hold more medicine. Because I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm very good at video games and therefore require many healing items.
Wow, this Wikipedia article is on point. It says it costs about $2.70 per dose. And I got essentially a 10-dose thing of it, and it was $27.
Hey, how about that?
Very accurate.
I was just showing Jacob the first message was received.
Wikipedia knows their drug prices.
Oh, you can keep the rope launcher, by the way. We've managed to procure another one for your brother. Excellent work. Thank you again.
Jacob looks really weird without his hat.
Defend the principle of impartial
Yeah, I don't like it.
and free speech.
That's a good look. You should keep it.
But free and brief is far better.
The thing is, I also don't particularly like him without the top hat. Or like when he has the top hat. I prefer his other hat.
Yeah.
Good fortune to you both. Call on me.
But he has a lot of outfits to go with the top hat, so... You still talking to Alexander over here?
Yeah.
He's all about the free speech.
He's really. It's really good that he is, because.
Yeah, people should be allowed to say whatever they want. TFP.
Oh boy, this is not a path I feel comfortable going down. I'm glad we're
What,
wrapping
do you
this
want,
up.
Do you want to silence Alexander Graham Bell?
Yes.
Here I thought you were all about the freedom.
I'm about the freedom, I'm not about the eugenics. There's a distinct difference.
Now that we've finished with that distraction.
Who is that?
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Oh, you mean you
What up, Ned?
know?
Yeah, Ned's here. See, she's cool.
Ned's very cool.
She wasn't involved in horrible eugenics conferences.
Nope.
That we know
I won't
of.
take up more of your time. If you want to learn a thing or two about the finest transit systems in the world, you can find me at this address.
I like Jacob trying to steal Ned's business card, and Evie's like, nope. My business card, not yours.
Who are my targets?
It's not time for that yet.
I didn't come to London to hunt curios.
First understand the dance, only then become the dancer.
Oh, so you're taking over where father left off.
Someone has to.
Evie, finding the precursor artifact will give us an insight into what.
And here's where the game kind of splits off, where Jacob
Yeah, I have
is
information about Starrick's
focused
forces
on
that should be
doing the gang things, and Evie is looking for the piece of Eden.
I like Henry over here trying to solve familial disputes.
Yep.
Just like, I'm going to stay in the back and try to talk to both of you.
Yeah.
Everybody be nice. That's going to work out great. At no point in time will the differences in styles between the two twins come to a head.
Absolutely not.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be bananas. Steric soothing syrup.
Oh, right.
This soothing syrup has become the only medicine available in Lambeth. It bears the Templar Grandmaster's name.
Honestly, this just makes me think about the stupid oxygenated air thing.
And what exactly would
Yeah.
you might I ask?
You know
It's
very
fucking
well.
CL
Tracking
blood.
down the piece of Eden.
Enjoy your studies.
But you know what's better than oxygenated air?
Super oxygenated air.
Yeah.
Alright. That'll do it for the Assassin's Creeds. I like this one. It's good. We're gonna check out people are talking about checking out Ezio's house. Anyway. Night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Okay, there's the thing. Oh no!
Oh no?
I tried to stop streaming and it said an error has occurred. I hate when this happens. The stream never